Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am great. If you've been following along on this channel, I'm having some trust issues. Let's be honest. There's someone in the college sports world who I think is up to some shenanigans, which is a great name for an Irish bar, but that's not important here. What's important is I don't trust Greg Sankey. First, I got to remind you though, trust me and go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up, leave comments, not enough comments. I'm feeling unloved. On with the DD. Greg Sankey has been making it very clear he doesn't care about college football, doesn't care about college athletics. He cares about the SEC. That's his job, right? Right? Yeah, I wreck everything else if it's good for me. That's apparently what he's up to. So when I see him cooperating with the House settlement realignment, kind of taking the front, meeting with Trump to possibly get Congress involved, and, which is all a good thing. But what is he up to? Because I do not trust this man. And today, on Tuesday, while recording an edition of the Big 12 Insiders with Brian Big B Hanley, a great show, by the way, on the House settlement, it dawned on me. The last 2 years, the transfer portal has been front and center in college football, all of college athletics, but I want to talk about football for a second because that is the bread and butter of college economics, and it's the entire source of the arrogance of the SEC. Well, they kind of got a baseball thing going on, but you know what I mean. They think they are God's gift to college football, but they have not played for a national championship for 2 seasons in a row. The SEC is not playing for national championships. That's an intolerable position if you're the SEC and you're the commissioner whose lone concern is the SEC. So what changed? The transfer portal changed. NIL changed. And let's be really honest and let's talk about something that we really never talk about because it's just been accepted. The SEC was paying players flat out. They're not even casual about it. Every fan knows it. Every team did it, and the reason they did it is they got away with it. The NCAA just wasn't interested in enforcing rules. But when the NIL and transfer portal came around, all of a sudden, cheating didn't have the same effect. Everyone could pay players. Well, a lot of the best players just went to the highest bidder, and that sometimes wasn't the SEC. And furthermore, all of a sudden being able to transfer backups in the SEC said, look, I'm good enough to play football. I'm good enough to play here, but I'm going to go in the portal because I'm not getting enough time or not getting enough opportunity. And then those guys spread out across college football and level the playing field even more. So why is Sankey being so supportive of this? Well, part of the House settlement is going to be serious guidelines on NIL deals. If it's more than $600, within 5 days, it has to be filed to go through a clearinghouse to make sure that the value of this name, image, and likeness contract adds up to what its actual market value would be. Instead of just paying a guy $1 million, you now have to justify that he is worth that $1 million to get that NIL deal. In other words, NIL will forever be changed. And now the revenue sharing model will go into effect, and a lot of the players, most every football player, will get some kind of pay. Better players, more money, but nothing like the NIL. And then it hit me. Greg Sankey's supportive of this because this new situation, this new design, opened up that door for a lot of under-the-table deals that don't go through the clearinghouse, that nobody sees and can be worth a lot of money, just like the old days. I think the SEC eyes this as an opportunity to get back to the game that they love. That's not football. That's cheating, and they're good at it until the rules changed and proved that moot. Now, the rules are changing again. And Greg Sankey, I guarantee you, behind closed doors, is telling his ADs, it's time to turn it back on. Let's be the SEC. God, we don't hate Greg Sankey enough, but he keeps trying.